Are you looking to relocate maybe specifically to Texas and you're concerned with getting a home loan and want to know what are all the rules and regulations around my current job, my new job? What do I need to make sure that my home loan will go through? Stick around. This video is for you. Hey, what's up everybody? Brian McCauley here, your mortgage expert. So now more than ever, people are relocating to Texas. It is a really popular state. People love the opportunity here. They like the freedom and the prosperity. They like the weather. They like the people. They like the no state income tax. I can keep going on and on and on. But if you're a potential home buyer out there and you're relocating to Texas, this is part one of a three-part series that I'm gonna talk about regarding part one, your income. Check it out. This is a big deal. So I'm gonna give you a couple things that mortgage guidelines require. So the first and foremost, whenever you are moving, let's just do a hypothetical from California to Texas, the mortgage lender wants to know, number one, are you relocating with your current employer? If you're relocating with your current employer, lenders are gonna want some type of relocation or transfer package. Now, sometimes, depending upon the company's position on cost of living, employers will let their current employees keep the current income. So if you're moving from California to Texas and you've got a $100,000 base salary, it will say, hey, this person, Jane or Joe, is moving from California to Texas. They're relocating. Everything is staying the exact same. Their pay is the same. Sometimes of that is they're relocating or transferring from one state to Texas and everything's staying the same except their income is actually going to go down. We've seen this as a reduction. So let's say if you live in, again, California or Seattle or someplace right now a little more expensive than Texas and you've got a $100,000 salary, your company might be relocating you here, but they may be dropping your salary from 100 to 90 or 80, whatever it is. And so lenders have to know this stuff, guys. And here's the reason why. They want to make sure the income that you currently have and the income that they're going to use to qualify is literally staying the same. If it's changing or it's being reduced, that will affect how much money you're bringing in, therefore how much money you have to make the mortgage payment and the rest of your overall debt. And the lenders want to make sure and assess that risk whenever they're pre-approving you and giving you the correct income moving forward. Think about that when it comes to a relocation or transfer. The second piece is specific to remote employees. COVID changed the landscape of how people could work, right? 50% or more people are working remote, doing everything from Zoom. So a lot of times people are out of state moving to Texas and it's not a relo or a transfer package. They're just a remote worker and they say, hey, I can work from anywhere. I can work from my house. I can work from California. I can work from Starbucks. I can work from the moon. And we're like, cool, no big deal, not a problem with us. What we're going to need as a lender is a remote working letter that says like, hey, to whom it may concern, this person is remote. They can work anywhere. We want to make sure that's the case when you're a remote worker. Again, the biggest component is to make sure that that income's still going to be coming in and therefore you can make the mortgage payment. So the last one is somebody might be moving to Texas, Dallas specifically, but they're not going to stay with their current employer. That's a big one. If somebody currently, works for Nike and they're like, hey, I'm going to be moving to Dallas, but I'm not staying with Nike. So we as a lender say, cool, what's your plan to get employment? What does that employment look like? When does it start? What type of pay is it? Is it a W-2? Is it 1099? Is it full-time? Is it salary? Sometimes they already have it lined up. Sometimes they don't. So here's the secret and the tip on that. Lenders want to see either an employment contract or an offer letter for your future employer to see exactly the start date, the job title, the hours you're going to work, the hourly wage, the salary, whatever it is, to make sure that that is a guaranteed setup position and a guaranteed wage in the future because their current income is going away. So we want to know what the new income is and they're going to get here to make sure, hey, that's what they'll be earning, that's what they'll be receiving, and this is what we're going to give them credit for. Here's the kicker on that. You don't have to start that current job before you get the keys on the house. There's a little flexibility on the guidelines, but the takeaway on this is I want you to know you got to have a guaranteed full-time job in place. It's got to be W-2, it's got to be full-time salary or full-time hourly, and you have to start that job within 60 days of your closing date, which is the date you get your keys. These things are crucial because there's a lot of pieces on home loans that people aren't aware of. Make sure and take this into consideration so your home loan gets approved and you close smooth and on time, specific to your new or current employer. So listen, this is part one of the relocation specific to income. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, like it, right? Also subscribe to this page. You can be the first to know and get more updates on home loans. If you've got a comment specific to this topic, maybe even your employment relo or something like that, leave a comment below. I'll do my best to respond back. And if you want to set up a consultation with our team or myself, do me a favor, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. We're always here to help. I'll do my best to help you out. Until next time, stay tuned.